Guys, I don't know if you can hear me already or not, but today we have a guest, Alex. I don't know if he's here or here, but from Russia, but now he lives and works in United Governments of America. And we made this interesting idea to make a live stream to compare the jobs in Russia and the USA. So, Alex, hello, first of all, hello. Maybe you can say a little bit shortly who you are for my subscribers who don't know you, maybe.
Hello, Sergey. Sergey, I'm happy to see you. I cannot hear you well somehow. Like a sound dropped. I want to increase. Maybe 1 second. 1 second. I want to check it's your sound because. You have sound. You turned on sound on your computer, yes? Maybe.
No, I don't think so. Wait, you can't hear me at all?
I can hear you well, but I hear it twice. I will be happy if people will tell about this sound.
Twice. No, on my computer it's turned off.
Okay,
Wait.
okay, it is good. I can hear you well. I can hear you well, but I can hear this repeating.
Yeah, I remember we had such problems. I don't know. Maybe you can leave the stream and then join again somehow.
Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Yes.
I just afraid to cancel this
Yeah,
live stream
yes.
somehow. Hello guys, can you hear me now? So, well, how is it now?
Now I can hear well, better, much better.
No double sound.
No double sound. Maybe it was on my
Okay.
end because it is first time when we are using this link. I don't know.
No, we used it before 2 years ago or something.
Yes, but it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember there was such problems also sometimes. Guys, but how can you hear us?
Yeah.
The update says can hear. Okay. So Alex, maybe you shortly can say who you are, like for my subscribers.
At first, I want to tell you special thank you for inviting me. I'm very pleased. It is pleasure always to see you, and I hope that your subscribers doing well. And I will be happy if they will leave you like and to us like to this live stream. It is
Yeah.
my first message, and maybe if you want to subscribe to my channel, it is called My English World. Would be quite good. It is a little bit advertisement.
Yeah.
But then already, of course, I want to tell you a couple of words about myself. My name is Alex. I do YouTube channel. It is called My English World. And before we already did collaboration, and I moved from Russia by many reasons, and now I'm living in United States of America. I'm happy about this, and of course, today we want to compare prices, jobs. I think you want to ask about these questions. Yeah, it would be nice to talk about this. Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa Marshall, can you please write the link for Alex channel in the chat so people can check his channel out? It's my censorship minister, Lisa Marshall. So, guys, yeah, and you know me, by the way, I was in America, but 11 years ago, I came on 4th of November, to study English, but in the end, after 3 months in America, I was thinking maybe I have to stay, maybe I want to stay more, but I didn't have any more money because my parents helped me to go there to America. So I started to look for jobs, And I remember one day I was in Chicago, and I found some like a Russian newspaper or something like that, and I went to Russian Banya to ask for the job. And
Wow, it is unexpected. Oh,
yeah,
Russian bunny in America?
yeah, in Chicago. And
Wow.
by the way, there are like some famous YouTubers like Russian girl and American guy now. Tom from Texas, by the way, I think his channel.
I have
Maybe
not.
you've seen. Yeah, and they open also Russian Banya. By the way, maybe in Houston, I don't remember, or in Dallas.
What the? Yeah, to open here a business, you need, I mean, like, it is a lot of investments. He probably is
Well,
rich.
they have like millions of subscribers now, so they
Oh
have
my
some
God.
money. Yes,
Now I'm jealous.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, so they offered me to clean the floors at night in Russian Bunny and wash dishes for $10 a night. No, for a night, 4 hour, 4 hour, $10 an hour.
And
But
wow.
that time I was kind of more patriotic. So, and Olympic Games starting in Russia,
Yes, I
2014.
know, I know.
So, and my grandparents, they lived in Sochi. So, and the Olympic Games was in Sochi. So I was thinking, what am I doing in this America? I will clean the floors in Russian Banya when I could go to this Olympic Games. But
Yeah,
anyway, I came back to Russia and I thought I will come back to America. But then, dollar crashed, ruble crashed 2 times, like in
yeah, I can
2014.
imagine.
And yeah, I didn't want, no, first time in America, my parents helped me, but second time I didn't manage to save any money. And also ruble crashed 2 times. But yeah, Alex, but maybe you can tell now who are you working now if it's not a secret in America.
It is not a secret, actually. For those who is following me, I was telling about this on my channel, and I was even doing a post about this. Right now, I'm working already like close to 3 months. Like 3 months, I'm working in
Mm.
Subway, and I have even cab. It is somewhere here. I will not show you this now from Subway. Yes, but I'm working in Subway, and it is. First, my job was in Russia, was in Subway in
You mean
Vladivostok.
the food
Yeah, it is
restaurant?
fast food. Yes, it is fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
Interesting enough that in Russia I had my first job in Subway too, and I can compare from my own experience. Like not only
Mhm.
just just see how to was working in Russia when I was student 10 years ago, and to see how it is working here, and it
Ah.
is quite interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and if it's not a secret, how much do you earn? It's interesting for
It
everyone.
is not secret at all. Yeah, without taxation, like $9.25. With
Ah.
taxation, $8 plus, like $8.25 per hour. Yeah.
So it's like the clean profit, clean money you have,
Yeah,
eight
clean
dollars.
money, and on the top of this goes tips. Tips there can be, I don't know, depends how it is not stable.
Ah, but I just can't imagine how America is like crazy about tips. I just can't imagine how the tips work in Subway because it's not like the
Uh,
restaurant where
yeah.
you bring like the waiter.
Yeah,
How is
you're
it?
right. You're right completely. But every time when you're purchasing something, this system computer, I don't know, program will allow you to have option like you can
Ah,
choose tip like 10%, 5, or you can enter your price which you want to give.
ah.
Pretty often people give this tip, sorry, by cash, and yeah, it depends. It depends how
Yeah, I
you.
remember in New York there was some ice cream like shop, and you could choose on computer like 5, 10, 30%,
Percent.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but in Russia, I think it's unimaginable to have like that.
Yeah, one of the things that, for example, When I was in Russia working in subway, it was
Mm-hmm.
first subway in Far East of Russia was ever in Far East of Russia. I'm talking about in
Uh-huh.
Vladivostok. It was on street, Russian street, by the way, close to bus station, main bus station, and yes. I still have friends with whom I was working, and there, when I was working, tips, we had a jar for tips, but it is so uncommon, and we were surprised sometimes when people were giving this, and I'm like,
Mm.
wow, like 50 rubles. I don't know, it is
But and
crazy.
yeah, you have to share these tips with everyone, yeah, who works.
Of course. Yeah,
Uh,
it is just a politeness. With whom you are working, you must to share because everyone
uh-huh.
deserves this. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Sam K towards capitalist coffee. Wow, Sam K, thank you very much for the
Yeah.
first
Hello, by
super
the way, to
chat. Two
everyone.
pounds.
Yeah.
2 pounds, yes. And push like, guys. Push like.
Yeah. It would be nice if you will leave likes, and it would be really cool if you will give donation to this channel. Let's uh, let's do this. It would be really cool.
Yeah, and check Aleks channel. Wow, it's very interesting. But you know what? I think that even in no offense, but even in Russian banners, they offered more money than in Subway.
I'm not offended because I want to tell you one thing that tax like prices everywhere different.
Uh,
United States is completely different. For
mhm,
example, if you will go to New York, you will find one price for same cup of coffee than you will find in Houston. But of course, I need to be clear and like honest with myself. I'm understanding that it is the lowest price what I have. It is minimum wage. It
uh,
is understandable. Everyone who is living in USA will understand this. But at the same time, what kind of choice do you have when you are starting your new life? Because, for example, I have Russian education, and
mhm,
somehow I need to start my job. Somehow I need to start my financial stability, and of course, it is already a good beginning. In many ways, I'm understanding that without help from Steve and Heather, with whom I'm living, it is just impossible to survive. Maybe it is possible, but it would be difficult. But at the
yeah,
same time, money, it is money. I mean, even $8, it is still money. Yeah, it is important for beginners who is
yeah,
living.
yeah, yeah. I understand it. Yeah, but Alex, yeah, I understand what you mean. For example, in New York or Chicago, you can get higher wage, for example, but the
Mhm.
taxes will be higher. Yeah, for example.
Depend. I don't know about taxes there. Here it is like, for example, we have payment twice per week. Yeah,
Uh,
and uh, every Wednesday, I believe, and they have taxes. For example, I received $500 or $600, and it is already clean money without with taxation, and
uh,
taxes was like $80. I don't know,
uh,
or $70. I don't know percentage, but yeah, yeah.
uh-huh. I see, I see. But you mentioned it. By the way, I want to notice that I can hear your English improved like very much since we
Oh,
did the
thank you.
last
But I
live
feel
stream.
sometimes that, for example, because I feel sometimes that it is regretting in many ways. Like, doing these reverse steps. Yeah, sometimes I think so because when you're working, it is physical job. You're not thinking, you're not reading, you're not watching something. As a result, I'm thinking, oh my God, I
Ah,
do
like you're
mistakes. Yeah,
degradating.
yes, like it is reversing, and
But still,
like
you
some level of degradation.
yeah, but you maybe speak with people, yeah, like more on the
Yeah.
job. Practice your English,
Yes,
maybe
it is so. Yeah.
hearing more English. But yeah, maybe you will speak better than me soon. I don't know. Maybe already.
You are the best. You need to
Uh,
know this.
yeah.
You need to
Okay.
know.
Okay, Alex, you mentioned that you worked in subway in Russia as well. So
Yes,
maybe did you notice any difference with working in US subway
of
and Russian
course.
subway?
You're right. It is good question. I
Uh,
was waiting for this question, and of course, difference drastic because number one, it is people with whom you're working.
uh,
In Russia, I was working with Russians.
yeah.
And what does it mean? Same mentality, understanding, same language, everything the same. I didn't have that, and we were all students. All of us, we were students in from different universities of city Vladivostok.
Mm,
And I was eventually manager there. And as a result, of course,
oh,
misunderstanding in cultural difference there it is minimum. I mean, like you can guess that, like understand. Oh, one person from village, another one from city. This maybe
mm,
only one difference how people
yeah,
talk
yeah.
or behave. But wow, I see the nation.
Yeah, Mr. D, wow, thank you very much. My sandwich, foot long, Italian BMT double meat, letuch, he is making an order. Spicy
Yeah.
paper, onion, south, west, south. Merci. Mr. D, wow, thank you very much. By the way, yeah, that's also interesting question. Mr. D often always ask interesting, like, you know, questions, and he kind of made me
Quite
yeah,
creative person.
made me ask you, for example, no secret, my English, your English still not the best, yeah. And
Yes,
for example, yeah, I know vegetables, yeah, I know,
yes,
okay, like onions, but when you make these sandwiches, it's so many different vegetables, like okay, vegetables kind of easy to remember maybe, but for example, fish, I know fish, but I don't know how to say different
yeah.
types of fish, like
Terminology, lack of vocabulary. That's what I was struggling with because,
yeah,
and
one
not
second.
only me.
Mm,
Actually, sometimes customers they're struggling to explain. They need some. Oh my god, and they don't know how to explain because diversity in Houston quite.
mm,
I don't know. People sometimes arriving in subway without knowing English, and
mm,
they trying to tell you like, oh, like by hands, like this, that. That's why,
uh,
yeah, America is quite diverse. But I didn't finish another thought. So like yeah, I was talking about working in subway in Russia. They're like one community. I mean, like
yeah,
same people, same culture. But in America here, I'm the only one who is from another country. I feel so, but
uh,
because others, they're Spanish speaking guys and girls, let's say like
uh,
this, and actually, it was because only two of them they speak English. I cannot. I mean, they know Spanish, but we are communicating sometimes by hands. The most
so
important
your coworkers mostly
coworkers.
Spanish speakers.
Yes, yes, it is
uh,
important to say because this cultural difference is so drastic
mm,
because, like, I was not expecting this completely.
uh.
Wow.
So when you are at work, most of conversations goes in Spanish between each other, yeah.
Yeah, coworkers, for example, I'm doing my stuff, and coworkers they speak between each other by using Spanish, and I'm like,
uh,
first time it is quite. You need to like, of course, to understand that. Yeah, sometimes not sometimes, always people speak in Spanish around
uh,
you, and it is unusual for me. I mean, like I'm living in Houston already like 2 years more, like more
uh,
than 2 years. And still, one thing when you're ordering sandwich and the person speaking Spanish and he's like, okay. But another thing when you're working with these people and you feel this cultural difference, it's just you inside of these environments. And it is
uh,
in many ways interesting. Yeah.
I see
Intelligent.
what I wanted to ask you, but what is your particular job? Like, what do you do? Do you make this sandwiches, or do you work in some kitchen behind? I don't know.
Everything. I do everything. You, for example, during shift, sometimes you can be alone, not sometimes, but pretty often, 80% times, I don't know, you will be alone and you need to clean floor, to do preparations, to sell customers. And my position is called like sandwich artist. That's
Sandwich artist.
who
Oh
I
my
am.
god.
Sandwich artist. We were laughing about this because finally I became artist without finishing some, I don't know, Bachelor of Arts degree or achieving some results in any way in drawing.
Oh.
Anyway, it is interesting name for position, but yeah, I do everything: selling, like working as cashier, doing sandwiches for customers,
Okay.
cleaning floor, cleaning kitchen, and doing preparations. Yes, everything.
I see, I see. We have another super chat from Lisa Boret Bemi. She asks, like,
Wow.
have you gotten to know any regular customers, Alex? Regular in кавычки. I don't know what Lisa means here. Have you got have you gotten to know any regular
Like,
customers?
I think that I got this message, but
Ah,
for
maybe
using
famous ones. Maybe famous ones.
no, it's not about famous. I think it is more about customers who is going to the subway regularly, like for example, every day,
Ah,
or during dinner time or during lunch time.
mhm.
Maybe about this, but
It's
actually,
like
you do not
someone
have
who is
time to
coming.
talk with them.
Oh, Alex, I want the same sandwich like I love to
Yes,
when you
yes.
make.
Yeah, yeah, you're like some, but interesting enough, if you know some people, like you already know, you can recognize face. Oh, I know this person,
Ah,
but
yes.
because there are people doing so many different sandwiches, you cannot remember exactly his sandwich or her sandwich. As a result,
Mhm.
you're like people expecting from you to remember something. Oh, because you know me, I am going to this
Yeah,
place like every
but
day.
you,
But how you will remember this? I mean,
yeah, because
yeah,
you, for him, you are like one person, but for you
yeah.
see hundreds of people a day.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
you see a lot of people, and like, gosh, everyone wants to be special, and it is good. It is good. Why not?
Yeah, by the way, Alex, it's interesting question. If do they have in America some limit in hours for how many hours you can work a day or week, for example? You know, like what is your
Uh,
how many hours you work a day? Like,
actually, I don't know about laws well, and I don't know about Texas laws, like how much you must work. But
uh,
per week, I was working like 40 hours, little bit less. But it is taking so much energy. As a result, after I do not have energy to do anything, I'm just trying to recharge myself, and I'm just crazy tired. What can I say about hours? Sometimes shifts can be different. Depends how manager will put this.
mm,
You can work 4 hours per day because they can call you, Alex, we need you, please help us. And I'm like,
mm,
okay, Alex is here to help you. But sometimes you can work 8 hours. As it can happen. For example, we had a situation close to us cafe. It had kind of fire. I don't know.
mm,
As a result, all customers went to us. As a result, it is
mm.
extremely situation, and people like, oh, we need to eat, and people have much time, and you cannot just to leave place. As a result, I was working like 12 hours
Ah,
because it is an understandable situation. You cannot just pretend that there are no problems, and you need to be there as much as you can. Yeah.
but in Russia, for how many hours? Also considering you are a student, yeah, in the same time, like.
Yes, I was student, and it was difficult time for me when I was in Russia because I was studying and working at the same time. And you know how that you need to do homework or for like how it's called in university stuff. And every time, like I was head of our classroom, how it's called starosta. You have
Uh,
additional responsibilities, and as a result, for me, it was kind of complicated, but I managed because I was working from 2 p.m. sometimes until 1 a.m. It is like during evening, sometimes 8, 7 hours. Sometimes it was a lot. It was huge pressure. Here, I'm working less. It is true, but it is much more difficult here to work because um, more people go. I don't know. A lot of people using
mm,
like to go to subway. Yeah, that's why. And plus a lot of responsibilities. Yeah, you need to do
like
this,
what?
that. I mean, you need to look for expiration dates also
Ah,
because
in,
you need to look for everywhere must be clean,
uh,
stuff like this. And at the end of the day, every customer wants to be special. They want to that like to do for them the best sandwich. And I don't
yeah,
know.
but in Russia it's not like it wasn't like that.
In Russia, it was easier in many ways because during evening time, there were, I remember well, it was not so many people there.
Ah,
There was usually during lunchtime. And plus,
yeah,
additionally, yeah,
yeah. By the way,
additionally, yes, yes, sorry.
yeah, I also noticed like we have lots of subways in Russia, but they
Yeah,
are not as popular as like McDonald's, I think, KFC. Not
yeah.
that many people. Like you often see one, two, three people, but not like McDonald's.
I see
Like
difference
tasty period now, tasty period.
I know that difference, like fast food in Russia and in America, completely different in many ways because fast food is called fast food in America because of this reason, because you're taking your food
Mm,
and you're going outside to do your stuff because
mm,
it is like a process of 10 minutes. You will order, you will take, and that's all. And in
mm.
Russia, usually what I noticed in subway, because I was working there, people likes to sit there. Like especially
Ah,
young
yeah.
people, they like to sit there and to spend their time. And usually during evenings in subway, where by the way, this subway closed. They have like it was closed several years ago where I was working. But usually people like to sit there and like 5 hours and sometimes not order at all. Like it can be crowded. Like it just like they can order drinks. I don't know. Sometimes sandwich, but usually young people like just to sit there. Here, just
Mm.
you order and eat. You will eat here and you will go. Usually I didn't see that people are sitting there like hours. Like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, people likes to do this in Russia. I don't know. It is maybe cultural difference, but it is very noticeable.
Yeah,
Very
maybe
noticeable.
because also we got this fast food stuff like later. In America, they have it already for I don't know
Yeah, it
100
is.
years maybe. But in
Yeah,
Russia, it came. McDonald's was like in America, it's like the food for no simple people, you know. But in Russia, it was like a celebration if you go to McDonald's as a kid.
it is. It is not like yeah. It is not also like also only yeah. You're right, but additionally, it is like the reason to go outside because or to go
Uh,
out with friends and to hang out with friends. Okay,
yeah,
where we will go? Let's go to sit in McDonald's, in KFC, in Subway. That's what it was 10 years ago when I was working.
yeah.
Now probably something changed, but I have no clue. It was
Yeah, I
like
think it's the same, but now Zoomers they go to shopping malls, maybe not
yeah,
McDonald's,
just to
but
sit
shopping malls
there.
and sit where McDonald's, no, this food court. Yeah, we have another donation from Sam Smith. Wow, as let me read it. Sam Smith. Wow, $19.99. Wow, capitalist price. As a first language multilingual English speaker, your spoken English is good. My mother to give is a I think linguistic minefield.
Yeah. Hello to
Ah,
Sam Smith Q.
Sam
Hello
Smith.
to Lisa Marshall. Yeah.
Wow, Sam Smith says, uh, I don't know who he meant, you or me, maybe both of us, that we speaks good English. Wow, by the way,
Yeah.
Sam, thank you very much. And Sam, you reminded me to ask Alex one interesting thing because you sent $19.99. I wonder if in Subway where you work, you have the same like price tags, like, oh, buy this for like $9.99, like something like this. Is it like that?
For example, pretty often Subway, because it is huge net of, I don't know, and they have different discounts. I don't know.
Mm.
You can use QR codes for discounts. You can use, I don't know, a lot of things they
Mhm.
create every time. And yes, for example, you can find a meal, US meal is called. So here right now it is for $6.99 dollars.
Oh.
And additionally, of course, there will be taxes. They're doing these advertisements without taxation. And as a result, it will be not $6.99, but
Ah.
seven, for example, 50, like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate this stuff. Like in Texas, it's the same thing. Yeah, you don't know the final price before you buy it,
Yeah, I mean,
or
um,
you need to count it in
sometimes
your head.
customers they expect from you to know everything, and
Uh,
of course, you do not remember all prices, and
mhm.
it is normal thing because I'm confused every time. For example, oh, this 60, like $10 11 cents. I don't know, foot long
Mm.
sandwich, and you like eventually like yeah. I every time tell people asking you how much it will cost. I'm telling you can see price there and plus taxation. I'm telling
Uh,
like this because the people I believe they already know about this. They're not like me, majority of them, like immigrants, and who is trying to adjust and to understand this system.
yeah,
But
but
yeah, it's fun.
how maybe about how much is this tax percent like added?
I don't know. It is like I don't know, 10%, 7%. I have no clue because um, I was not following this.
Mhm.
Usually, like I do not follow such stuff. It is not so much. I
Wow.
know that in Texas, um, at least if I'm correct, it is not so high taxes compared to other states. Maybe in
Mm.
California or maybe in New York, somewhere maybe the taxes uh, higher. But I know here taxes on property is high
Uh,
in America. I mean in Texas.
uh,
Yes, at
yeah,
least I heard
because
about.
I remember my first days in New York. I was like going to supermarkets and I didn't count money like if I buy something small. But
Yeah.
then I started to realize, why they give me less money, But
Mm,
then I came to them and they
yeah.
said, "Oh, it's taxes, taxes." I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. That's one of the things that um, yes, I would not expect this too because every time, first time especially, I was confused when I was going to HEB. It is a local web of food stores. I don't know, and there when I was buying first time, I was expecting one price. It's just a matter of habit in many ways. You just
Mm.
need keep in mind like oh plus a little bit. Yes.
No, yeah, a little bit, but still. In Russia, we
Depends
also have
from where you're
taxes.
buying and what you're buying. You need to remember this, where you're buying and what you're buying, because
Ah,
taxes I feel on products on food products will be different from taxes if you're buying
ah,
car, for example. Just it depends on what you're buying and where you're buying, in which state you're buying, because
yeah.
I think it is kind of complicated, but yeah,
Yeah,
something.
it's complicated. I've heard this like tax laws are crazy in America. Also, I've heard like if you're American, it's the only country USA where if you don't live in America, for example, you're a citizen but you live like in Brazil for 10 years, you still have to pay taxes in USA.
Yes, yes,
It's the
I
only
know that.
country in the
Yeah,
world as I've heard.
Yeah, taxation, it is very important thing. And if you're living, like, have salary, I don't know, in Brazil, you could say, I've heard you must pay, but as you know, I didn't work in another country and I'm not American citizen at the end of the day, because they usually do these American citizens. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they must pay. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Wait, we have another donation again from Sam. He says, I meant both of you. Yeah, you see, we we speak better English than 2 years ago. Well,
Yeah.
you definitely speak much better,
Oh
but
gosh, so what
I
is
I
thank
think
you,
I am
but
like degrading a little bit.
no, 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 no. You have amazing English. I do not have like such range of vocabulary. Usually, like, you have, you're too smart for me.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, okay, Alex. Let's maybe read some questions if people
yeah.
asked. Just
It
guys,
was cool.
first, I'll check what people wrote in the community when I asked. Wait, my computer is too slow. Uh, but anyway, you can add also some questions.
Yes, I want to read comments, and I see Sanctioned Ivan there. Hello to Sanctioned Ivan.
Yeah.
Happy to see you. It is really cool to see you. And hello to Lisa Marshall. I didn't say this before. Hello to, maybe I said Sam K, Wildcat. Wow, we have really good company here. Yes.
Yeah, we
Heather.
have like shared subscribers. I know all of them who
Yes.
you are talking about.
Yeah, hello to Heather. Heart to you. Thank you for your support. Because, yeah, it is very important for me because I'm living in Heather's house now. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, Sanction 1 says Sergey kept his promise and shaved head. Yeah, but it took some time because I wanted to film it, but I didn't know how to film it, because yeah, but in the end I did it. Yeah, by the way, it's a kind of a goal, dream of Sanction Ivan to come to USA. So maybe
Yeah.
that's why he's watching this live stream. Maybe Alex, but I remember Sanction Ivan told me he wouldn't go this way as you did, but still
Yes. But
maybe.
I did this legally. It is important to remember because I was not crossing a river or stuff like this. And
I
I did
just
this.
imagined you. Wait, my back hurts like you
Be
swim
careful.
this river and this Texas cowboys try to catch you like or
No, I was
something.
doing this legally, and I asked asylum, and many people, thousands of people doing this, or maybe 100,000, I don't know statistics, but it is legal way, and what I did before. And of course, the laws change, and it is important to remember. And it is
Mhm,
important to remember that you must have reasons to do this, not just arrive
mhm.
here and like, okay, I'm here, give me what I want. It is not working like
No,
this.
okay.
You must
I
have
think
reason.
we
Yeah.
we talked about it before. So
Yes,
yeah, let's
but
ask some questions like from Rich, my Rich subscriber by the name Rich. So he asks you, has Alex searched for the North American Bigfoot? Have you seen Bigfoot in Texas or maybe?
I saw this comment in under your post.
Uh,
And I started to look for this. What does it mean, Bigfoot? Because
uh,
I never heard about this. Maybe I heard, but I didn't. I don't remember anyway. And I looked at this. Then you can find museum of Bigfoot somewhere in Portland, and I'm like,
uh,
I don't know what does it mean, and I didn't see anything. Here in Houston, but who knows? Maybe
uh,
somewhere some is something
I
we can
see, I
find.
see, I
Yeah.
see. But maybe in Russia have you seen Bigfoot?
What is
No?
it, Bigfoot? What do you
Снежный
mean?
человек. Snow.
Gosh. No, no. In Russia, I didn't see this. I saw only bears in my yard. I was living with my
Ah,
grandmother, and these bears, we had corn,
ah,
and these bears, they just crushed all our corns. I have
Wow,
no clue
but
why they
wait,
did it.
like I know it happens like in my village also, but usually these
Yes.
wild animals they come in winter. Is it the same in
It
far
will.
east of Russia?
In forest of Russia, usually during the winters, you can hear some stories or bears walking around, people
Yeah.
by message, like rumors spreading fast this news, especially because I was a child for students for they're like kind of trying to be careful, and that's why they're telling to parents just in case. And sometimes because my region, Primorsky Krai, has
You have
tigers.
tigers as well. Yeah,
Tigers.
yeah,
Yeah,
tigers.
sometimes you
Wow,
can hear tiger can they can attack people, and that's why they are trying to be careful about this.
wow, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Wow. So there is a stereotype about Russia and bears, but also tigers. You see now.
Yes, it is again. It is specific of my region. I don't. I'm not sure that in Krasnodar you will hear about tiger attacks.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Сейчас, okay, let's check the chat. Maybe some questions. Блядь. Ой, sorry. Так.
Yeah.
By the way, is there many Russian community in Houston?
Yeah, you can find this community. Actually, I was trying to participate in this community, and I want to tell you one thing that
Mm-hmm.
it was a cold game Mafia, and I was going to this Mafia club,
Ah,
and their community from different, not only from Russia, but from different post-Soviet countries,
mm-hmm.
people, and yes, it is quite. I was participating there several times. It was last time, I don't know, 1 year ago. Since then, because I have other tasks to do, I have job. I do not have. Actually, I do not
Uh-huh.
have car here. I mean, I'm
Ah,
using
yeah.
bike, and as a result, Houston quite widespread. And sometimes when you want to go to another place, it's better to use, of course, car. And I don't have this luxury. Yeah, so that's why I stopped to go there.
But now, do you have just a bike or electric bike?
I have electric bike, yes.
Uh,
Still,
but,
it is
but
not
it's
enough.
like bicycle, but electric, yeah?
Yeah, it is a quite good thing, and it has two. Mine has two batteries. It goes like 20 miles per hour. I love this, and it is safe. I think. I hope at least because it has a lot of. Houston has a lot of trail roads, like for bike routes, and that's
Uh-huh.
why I love this. I enjoy this. Yeah, it is
Wow,
very good.
wow. Okay, we have like some question I found again from Sam Smith. He sent
Yeah,
like $30. Сергей, сколько лет Сергей, how long did you study English or American? Yeah, by the way, it's interesting question. Like Sam asked in Russian, but I translated it for you. And yeah, Sam, studied English since fifth grade of school. Alex, maybe this you did the same, yeah, or from first grade.
um, I was studying at school, but I was so stupid student.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
from
all
second
like
probably.
that. You know,
Yeah,
even those who studied very well, maybe they did tests good, but after the
yeah,
school,
definitely.
they
They were
maybe could
stupid.
read, but they couldn't speak. So yeah, but later when felt the motivation, I paid for English courses when I was 20 years old. So it was
Yeah,
a Russian teacher and American teacher. One day Russian, one American. It's the best system because you learn something with Russian teacher, and then you
yeah,
practice it with American. And
yeah.
with
Different
American,
approaches.
yeah, with American teacher, you are forced to speak English. Even
Do
if
you feel, by the way, do you feel confident right now with English, or you have struggles?
no, I feel quite confident. Yeah, like conversational English, I feel 100% confident that like if someone will ask me something on the street,
Yeah,
I will understand But yeah, of course, if we talk about like some details, like again, as I said, like you know about, for example, fish. Now I learned some names of the
Yes,
fishes, like shuka will be pike, uh, then like okun, perch, but
I
that's
have
all.
no
Or
clue.
salmon.
I don't know these words.
Yes, you
I
see.
have no clue.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but in case of like rules of English, I kinda understand. And you, what about you?
I feel in many ways confident, but
Mhm.
on one point, when I started to work in Subway, I was many times confused because, again, people who is going to buy sandwiches, they're different, and you can hear different accents, and it is funny some right now for me to listen. It's interesting right now to listen different accents, but
Ah,
first time when people like talking, I like different accents, I was so confused, and they can speak sometimes swallowing sounds, to use their own slang, and yeah, it
yeah, yeah,
first time it was really difficult. Especially
yeah,
difficult. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Like when I was studying English in New York. Yeah, I. By the way, how I learned English. First, I went to English courses, but
Hmm.
then I went to New York for 3 months to learn like an English school. And at first, I thought New York is the worst place to learn English because the first day I stayed in some Spanish speaking neighborhood. Then I moved to some
Yeah,
Asian speaking neighbors. Everyone spoke Spanish, then some Asian language. I didn't even know what language it is. Then I moved to the Russian neighborhood. Everyone speaks funny Russian there, the
yeah,
Brighton Beach, the famous one. But later I understood that actually it was good, that I knew good experience because I could I learned many accents,
yes.
because usually you speak in English with different people, and now after that, after 2 months in New York, I started to understand much better like English from every people, for around the world,
Yeah, it is.
including Americans, because even Americans or English native speakers, they have sometimes it's harder to understand them than like some foreigner speaking English.
Yeah,
Yo,
it
my
is.
friend, no, like Sunshine Diamond, if he's watching, he can make this like accents very well.
Yeah, he is definitely smart about English because he was living in another country and he was studying there
Mhm.
abroad, and it is very cool thing. I'm jealous about this. I'm jealous, looks like about everything. But you're right. For me, for example, when I'm listening, people again, Houston is very interesting this way. You can when customers go into your majority of people, of course, it is Spanish speaking, and sometimes I was sharing with some people with this situation. People expecting from you, like I saw some customers to speak Spanish because, like,
Uh,
and one guy he was a little bit frustrated about this, and I'm like, how I didn't know how to behave because it was a really funny situation. He was like, there was a manager and she was like she was speaking English and Spanish, and she said that to this customer that I can understand him, and but eventually he was speaking in me by using Spanish, and he
mm,
was expecting me to understand everything. He was not trying to to show that I do not know Spanish. So he was
uh-huh,
just like straightforward, and I'm like, I
uh-huh.
was confused, and he was frustrated about this.
Yeah, but this
Yeah.
maybe neighborhood kind of many Spanish speakers live, yeah, in this neighborhood where you work.
In Texas or Houston, overall, 40% of people they're
Uh,
Mexican or Spanish speaker people.
origin,
It's
like origin.
yeah, it's already a lot because here eventually I believe less white people, Caucasian, and than Spanish speaker.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we have another donation from Sam Smith. Unfortunately, most first language English speakers have no idea how to modify their speaking style. We rarely learn other languages. Yeah, because you don't really need it, I think. It's the same was with me when I maybe with Alex, it's the same. When I was in school, I didn't feel motivation to learn English, because
Yeah,
you live
because
like
why?
you
Why?
live with bears around in taiga
Yeah.
forest, So who you can talk English with bears like or with tigers or
Yeah,
something
it
like
have
that?
no like reasons to study English in Siberia. It is you must be quite motivated. You're really motivated. I know some people they're studying in forest of Russia like Japanese, and I'm like, wow, you're a
Wow.
really crazy guy. Like I'm talking about English, and some people studying Japanese, and like it is you really must be motivated and inspired by something to
Yeah,
start
yeah, and
because
English
yeah
speakers like it's international language now, so you only if you like really love some country, maybe you can find motivation, but
yeah
still.
it is true.
Uh, так, okay, let's see some other questions. Um, Alex is right, every state is different. The cost of living in just New York City is double the price that is across the river in New Jersey. Ah,
By the
wow.
way, I never was in New York yet. I mean,
Mm,
now already 2 years in America, but I was some people they like said, Alex, go to us, but I think it is quite expensive journey to go to New York. It's really
yeah.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, but you met Frank in Texas, the legendary one. I remember.
Yes, he's a real legend, and I'm glad that I saw him. And yeah, it was interesting conversation. We did
Mhm.
together live stream, and I see here Idol Artyom.
Oh,
Yes,
what does he say? I just
he
scrolling.
said, and we got to learn English and suffering away. He just said about your comments that for Russians, like you need to study, yeah, because it is international language. Yes. Yes, we need to study in suffering way. Um, it depends, I think, if you like to study. Yeah.
Well, Mr. D asks an interesting question, kind of joking question. He's from Canada, but he asks, so how it goes the American dream? In how many centuries, like you will have the big house, white fence, golden dog, huge truck? What do you think, like Alex?
Gosh.
In how many years you will have this American dream? Like,
I mean, it is a tricky question in many ways because right now I do not have even green card. I mean, um, who knows? Maybe I will be lucky, and tomorrow I will win $1 million, and I will immediately buy here a house or an apartment, something like
mhm.
this. But let's say like that. Right now, I cannot afford a car. Is it
Wait
clear
again.
enough?
What
Right
did you say?
now, right now, I cannot afford to have a car
Mm.
because let's be clear, my salary is low. But I hope in future I will be able to have normal car, not used ones. But I'm understanding that my first car probably will be used once, maybe maximum $10,000. It is like a maximum because
No,
I don't. It
like
will be.
in how many years? Maybe 1 year, 2 years. Do you think
It is
you
a
will be able to buy a
speculation in
car?
many ways. It is speculation because right now I was admitted to University of Houston and I will study there. And I hope my beliefs that if I will have American education, I will have high chances to be accepted to better job with higher payments, like with better salary. And again. Uh, I do not like to speculate. Of course, I want to say, I wish I want to say that tomorrow I will achieve my American dream and I will have a car, I will have house. but it is a way, it is a process. It is not
I
like
see. I see. Actually, it's a good answer from you. So you have realistic view on the things, because
yeah,
some
because
people have, how it's called, rose glasses. We call it
pink,
pink,
yeah,
but
pink
in
glass.
English they call it rose color glasses. Like, some people, oh, I'll go to America, American dream. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I see you have this realistic point of view. So yes,
Yeah, because who knows? Maybe I will find job in university, because my goal now to find job in university after working in
but
subway.
you,
Yeah,
yeah, but you said you apply for university. What you gonna study there?
English, English.
English. Wait,
I mean, yeah.
but why? Wait, is it? Do you want to get some profession, like, or you just will learn English there?
It will be bachelor English, a major in a how's it called,
Like
major in
linguistic?
English. Yes, Bachelor of Arts in English. I don't know how it's called, but actually, what we will study there, I already saw program, and we will read a lot. We will talk about Shakespeare. We will talk about literature. I don't know. Uh, Hundreds years ago and literature now. Right now, I'm trying to read modern literature. Uh, at least when I have time, I'm reading really slowly. But there, I need to read a lot, and I don't know how I will be able to handle this. But that is cool, because yeah, English is useful to know, and it is tool which you can use even when you're working with media, like I don't know, when you're working as YouTuber. Maybe it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
helpful.
Your channel's name is My English World, so it's
Yes, it makes sense. It makes sense. At first, I wanted to study Chinese, but I gave up on this because I love Chinese culture. I love Chinese language. I
yeah.
Yes, but if I want to be professional in something, to understand something well, to start from the scratch again, it will be quite difficult.
Yeah, but you know what? Asian languages, these tonal languages, is like, for to
Yes.
me, it's crazy. Like, you can insult someone accidentally. Like here in Thailand, they have this ma, the word ma. It can be mother and also dog. Like ma. So
No.
you can ask some
Dog,
mother.
it is
In
go.
Chinese, it's the same. Ma,
Yes.
I
Like
think. Like,
ma, it is mother, and go, it is dog. But mao,
ah,
it is cat. It is cat. Like
ah.
mao, ma.
Here is
Again,
meow, meow in Thailand, cat. But
yeah.
Thai people, they kind of have connections with Chinese long time ago. They migrated. But anyway, Alex, how many years will you study in university?
It
And
will take 4 years. 4 years, can you imagine? And I will have
again,
huge debts.
yeah. And by the way,
Enormous
how much
debts.
it will it cost? How much will it cost?
Actually, I don't know yet.
Uh,
Because it is a very interesting situation, because you're applying,
uh,
then you go to this financial office.
uh,
Then already I applied for financial aid. Because of my status, I have right to apply for financial aid, because I have low salaries, and I cannot afford to full, I don't know. Actually, for 1 year, if I'm correct, it will cost close to $14,000 to study
uh,
for 1 year. The financial aid in better situations can cover you $7,000. In my
uh,
situation, they told me so. I received letter. If everything will be amazing, I will be happy to accept the supports, and others. Like 7,000, I will pay by using loans. So I don't know. After
uh.
education, I will, or
So
maybe I
yeah,
will.
it
Yeah,
postponed. You will pay after,
yeah,
like, yeah, or maybe for many years.
yeah.
Wow. By the way, Sam again sent some donation again, $9.99. That it's wow,
Wow.
Sam. Thank you very much. You like make this live stream great. In financial sponsors like of our live stream is Sam. And Mr.
Yeah.
D also, wait, that leads to native, and Sam case, native, Sam Smith says, that leads to native English speaker privilege where we expect everyone to know this bastard language. Well, Sam, sometimes I joke that English kinda sounds a bit primitive compared to the Russian, but still I can't learn it, very well because English has many words and so on. But you see, it just
Yes.
happened to like that. Now it's English. Before it was like French, lingua franca. Have you heard like this saying?
Yeah.
Lingua franca, like it comes maybe from French language, lingua franca, or from I don't remember.
Maybe I don't know. I'm
You,
again not expert in linguistics.
yeah, but you
I'm
will
just
after four
person who
years.
is studying. Yeah.
So yeah,
I
before it was French, even Russian, like Tsars, emperor spoke French. Before it was Latin, but next language maybe will be Chinese. I don't know, like the
Yeah, Chinese
internet.
is spreading on influence and Chinese culture, and in many ways they're closed in itself. They're trying to grow. I don't know, like I don't know. They have
Yeah,
little borders.
there are many Chinese speakers, but
Yeah.
it's still kind of in a bubble.
Yeah.
Chinese kind of bubble. Like only in Chinatowns,
Yes.
maybe they will speak Chinese.
Yes.
So yeah,
I
um,
saw the message. Sorry, I saw the message. Some person, Mr. D said, "Don't study that man. The only job after that is a teacher, and all people will compete for the job for that job." Um,
yeah. By the way, I'm also surprised by your choice. English, like arts, or how is it called? Does it called?
yeah, English of Arts, a Bachelor
Uh,
of Arts in English. I don't know actually, but it is a straightforward choice. It is without any speculations, just going and
it's just
following your way.
in your heart, like you want
Uh,
to learn.
in many ways, at first I was thinking about I have cultural gap because I do not understand in many ways American culture.
Uh,
Sometimes you will mislead yourself if you will say yourself that I know American culture, but after living here 2 years, I can say that I do not know because it is a complicated society and difficult in many ways.
mm,
And English can help you to understand and to fulfill this gap because I was not living in America and I was not like like Saint Ivan. He was living in English speaking place country and studying there.
mhm,
That's why he speaks well in English. That's why he using these phrases and that's about him. But about me, I don't know all of this, and maybe it will help me to
mhm.
find a job where I will be able to, I don't know, to thrive and to achieve my American dream.
But Alex, did you finish university in Russia?
Two, actually, bachelor's
Two.
degrees. Yeah, and I was
Uh,
studying in
in
master's
what?
degree. Actually. Oh
What
gosh,
kind of university? Or
I'm
what kind of
terrible.
specialty or profession?
Sorry, yeah, yes, yeah, I'm terrible in translation. It is like technology, food technology, difficult to translate. Actually,
Food technology.
yeah, food technology.
Ага,
И
yeah.
технология еды,
Ну
производства,
понятно. Food technology.
production.
Ага.
Actually,
And
Subway
another
is my
one.
place.
Ah, yeah, Subway. You studied 4 years or 5 years to work in Subway.
Yeah, how to do sandwiches, how to become a how it's called
Artist, Subway
sandwich
artist,
artist.
sandwich artist.
Yeah,
But what's the second bachelor you have?
same. I was studying a lot
Ah,
of chemistry, but in other direction. It was like plant food and animal food. Like
ah,
no, sorry, fish food 4 years, 4 years animal food, and 2 years I started to study. I dropped these last exams. It is master degree in plant food,
So
plant.
maybe you did it just to avoid going to the army.
I actually yes.
Okay.
Actually, it is not a secret. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I will not
Okay,
lie.
now you're in America, you can say it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, let's see some. Other questions? Yes, MK asks, do you have contactless payments in subway in Texas?
Yes, of course. It is. I think it is something that exists everywhere, and maybe without contact. People pay by using Apple Pay. People pay by cash, by any other application what they can use. I think it is.
But in
Not.
general, do people in Texas, when I was in New York, I was kind of surprised that many like small stores, private super stores, they accept only cash, for example. While in Russia, even like in the villages, you can pay by card often, like nowadays. Is it the
I,
same now?
I go to the stores where you pay by by a phone. I don't know. I do not go to the stores. You can find, of course, such stores where you can use only cash. But I go to. Sometimes you can go in specific places they do not accept. For example, American Express. It can happen in Burger King. They use only physical card, not virtual application. It can happen, but it depends, of course, from policy of company for their agreements with some, I don't know, thing that it depends from store. But yeah, actually, where I'm going, everywhere I'm using, how's it called, wallets, Apple Pay, whatever. Yes.
Yeah, I see, but let's see some other questions. Так. Раз, два, три. Так. Does it get, Alex, does it get very humid in the kitchen in an already humid country? Is it hot in the kitchen
In
in
already
Texas?
humid country, I think it is a strange question. This kitchen is not located on the street. It's not open space.
You
Uh,
have air condition maybe
yeah, I
there,
think
right?
yes, because they have standards probably, and we had
So
even
you
like
don't work in shawarma, like lарек,
of
shawarma
course.
kebab
It
place.
has AC and stuff like this. But you're right, so that during summer it is quite hot, can be, and that's why I want to have car because of this reason. Because on the bike, it can become so humid, extremely humid, and you need to be careful about your health and. I don't know, just to have hat, to have water with yourself, and I already 2 years, like, I mean, walking and using bike. That's why I know this well. Yes.
Wow, Sanctioned Ivan says, Sergey, let's swim to Florida from Cuba. Well, we'll see, but yeah, I mean, I just don't have even money to buy a flight ticket now. So to Cuba, and
Oh,
to
let's
Cuba they
support
fly like that.
President Sergey. Let's give donations. Let's support this channel. It would be really cool
Yeah.
because donations and likes. So that's quite good thing. Yes. Actually, I'm not far from you because at this moment I'm trying to save money for tuitions in front of me. Huge, but it is good thing. I don't know how I would be able to survive without support of people like Heather, Steven, Sam Smith Q. I don't know, you name these people, and yeah, because payment for renting apartment in Houston, by my standard, it is high. Some people will say that by standard of New Yorker guy, it is cheap, but
But
still we need
How much is it? Like just like
um,
small one
one
room
room,
apartment.
for example. One room you can find for $800 or $700. Depends from location, but of course, if you want to live like you used to live, to have one bedroom already apartment or two bedroom, it was already like more than 1200s and more, there no limits. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like maybe center of Moscow prices, kinda.
Yeah, but Houston, it is important to remember, it is a huge city. It is maybe fourth largest city in America itself.
Yeah, and
And
the
of course,
NASA like office there. Yeah, Houston, we have a
yeah,
program.
welcome to Houston. It is
Mhm,
close to here somewhere. I never was there yet, didn't have time actually. And I hope that I will visit one day.
mhm.
And
But I know you love these national parks. Yeah, you react to them. Like, have
I
you been to
love,
some?
yes, yes. I love national nature by itself. It is beautiful. I think everyone enjoys nature. It is
Mhm.
not necessary to live close to national park, but if you have, I don't know, trees close to your house, to your apartments, some park, it is already good. And Houston has plenty of parks, like Herman Park, Bayou Park, Memorial Park, and all of them I would say quite modern. They looks
Mhm.
beautiful, and I love this. For this, I love Houston
But
because it has parks. Yeah.
but do they charge you money for entering these parks? You know?
What? What the hell?
Well,
Money
in
for
Russia they charge sometimes. Like if you go to some, palace park or like national park, some they charge you.
national parks. No, in city, of course, you are walking. It is free. But if you're talking about national parks, of
Mhm.
course, you need to pay. You need to pay. It is like you can have even passport for visiting national parks, and
Mm.
they will give you stamps. Some people who loves enthusiasts, they have these passports.
Collect stamps.
Yeah, and collect these stamps. How many times they visited this park or that, and it is like it works like subscription can be. You can subscribe to this and to visit this or that park and pay less. I don't know than average person if you're visiting this often. Yeah, it is quite interesting thing. I've found out. I was first time surprised how you can have subscription for visiting national parks, but it can
Yeah.
happen. Welcome to America.
Yeah, you see capitalists they take money even for visiting national park.
Yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
And I think it is good idea actually in many
Well,
ways.
but yeah, in Russia they also charge like, but it depends what park it is. But by ideally you have to pay some tax, like if you go there, or sometimes they include it like in some hotel prices. Tax for
Yeah,
national park visit. Like
I know.
I
For
it.
example, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Say.
For example, in Russia, no, if you're a Russian citizen, you will pay less. For example,
Yeah.
if you go to a museum, or for example, if you're a student, you can pay less, and it is quite good idea. In America, I'm not sure. I don't know. Probably if you can find categories to the same thing. If you're in military, veteran, etc., etc. I think in many ways Russia is close to America in this regard. Yeah.
Yeah, in Russia, like definitely, I remember for foreigners, foreign price for visiting some museums can be like double price, something like that. You know.
Actually, I was reading news that for students they created cards. For example, they can pay them, give you like 5,000 rubles. It is I don't know in dollars how much. And for these 5,000 rubles, you can spend for visiting cinema, for visiting museums. If you're a student,
Uh,
they can support some group of students.
so you
If
can
you're, for
spend,
example, an orphan. Yeah.
yeah, you can spend money only on these activities, like.
Oh, yeah, yes, only on
Uh,
this stuff. Yeah. I think that in America you can find these programs like it is called SNAP. For example, if your salary is low, if your
like
salary is
yours.
low, it's like mine. You can use this program. It is called
Sorry.
Snap. It is on the website Your Taxes Benefits. You can find this program and you can apply. They can give you additional per month. I don't know, $200 if you're one person. If you like have more people in your family, by yeah, they can give you more, up to
Ah,
700 if you have many members in your family. But because I'm one, I applied now. I want to use this program.
mm.
We will see if they will give me. We will see.
Oh yeah, I've heard in America, even though like taxes are big or like things are expensive, they have many of these programs, like stuff like that.
Yeah, but yeah, these programs, if you're applying, they have time to review your application. It is not
Yeah,
happening instantly, like up to 30 days.
mhm,
Sometimes it depends from program.
mhm.
They have time to review. It is, yeah, you need to consider, think
I
about it.
see. So
Yeah.
Idel asks the question to you: do you have an ability to pay through scanning QR code?
I think it is not so popular here.
Uh,
It is not popular. If you're using discounts, for example, by using application in Subway, you can use QR codes. They have this system. Or if you want to discount, and they, I don't know where people taking these papers with discounts, but yes, actually, it is not widespread in America to use QR codes
yeah,
for
by
payment
the way, in Russia, before the sanctions of 2022, we
Yeah.
also didn't have QR codes. It's only after sanctions when like Apple Pay stopped working, like Visa, Mastercard, so they created this QR codes in Russia payments, like in China or Asia. But
Yeah.
before we didn't have it. We also had same like in America, this Apple Pay and stuff like that.
Like,
Yeah.
because I was in China, of course, it is my region, Primorsky region, where it is located.
Uh-huh.
And I was always like, wow, they're like people selling by using QR codes. It was like
Yeah.
decades ago. And I'm like, it's just people, just scan this. And it is actually quite convenient in many ways. Just
Yeah.
scanning
Even
it. It is not,
even babushkas on the street in
yeah, it
China
is a
sell
very good thing.
socks and yeah, just take this QR code like on the paper, like or
Yes.
scanning. Yeah, when I
Yeah.
was in China, I also saw it. Yes.
It is convenient thing. Why not? And yeah.
Okay, Janice asks, Sergey, where are you now? I'm in Thailand now, Surat Thani province. Так, where another, let's see, questions. Так. Uh, ага.
I
Oh
don't
wow,
see actually
Vaktoni,
comment.
Vaktoni sent $1.99. Thank you very much. I just noticed it because yeah, wow, Vaktoni, thank you very much for your donation and this like, guys. By the way, push likes, be like Vaktoni. Vaktoni, thank you. Wow. Uh, by the way, Alex, interesting question for you from me now because I have
Wow.
this
I'm ready.
you because Vaktoni sent $2 and then I saw because I have YouTube application in Russian language now, so it shows me the money we collected on this live stream in rubles. So it shows like 7.1 thousand rubles, but then YouTube will cut like 30% something. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
look, when I'm abroad, I'm still kind of count in rubles, like to
Yeah.
understand how much it costs. Now I kind of change it to dollars a little bit, but still I can convert it to rubles. Like
Yes.
for example, usually 3 bahts, wait, 3 rubles equals around 1 Thai baht local money. So I
Mhm.
count. Oh wow, now I understand how much it costs, kind of like. So, but
Yes.
you already for like 2 something years in America. You already only count in dollars, or no? What's your situation? Or maybe in the beginning, when you just came to America, you counted in rubles. I don't know. In your mind.
Actually, it is a good question because if we are talking about prices just to buy food, for example,
Mhm.
when I go to HEB, for example, it is name of the store, and or I of course see dollars and I see dollars, but because when I am counting, for example, in cashier money,
Mhm,
I need to count money, how much money we have in cashier
uh,
when you arrive into your shift. Of course, you have the pennies, dimes, nickels, different types of money, dollars, and
mhm.
of course, I am counting by using Russian. I'm like in my head. I'm like раз, два, три, четыре, пять, and I'm
Ah,
counting because you need to count this fast. You do not have time
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I will when I will like 17, so I don't know, 18, 19. When I will do this, it will be
Yeah,
quite long. Yeah,
by the way,
that's
I'm Americans, and not only Americans, but I think I've heard it mostly from Americans. I don't know how British people count, but they often say count like, for example, not 1,200, but they say $1,200, for
yes,
example.
it is
Yeah.
my problem.
Uh, yeah.
Every time when, for example, I do this exactly mistake because in conversation I'm always telling like 1,200, like I was
But
studying.
do
I'm
they
telling.
understand it? Do they understand
People,
it?
of course, people understand it is not a problem. Sometimes people can be confused. It can happen, but they're like, why you telling like this? But probably I feel that people can hear my accent and they're like, okay, I got who you are, and it is not. What can I take from you? It is not a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, but also what I meant by my questions that, um, like, when you just came to America, for example, you see like it costs $10, yeah,
Yeah.
and did you transfer it into rubles like in
Yes,
your
I
head?
was first maybe half year or maybe maximum 1 year. I was transferring because I was shocked by price actually.
So yeah,
Despite that,
it's better not
usually
to
is
transfer.
yeah, I was like looking at like for example, for sandwich, 500 rubles, something
Yeah.
like this. 1,000. I'm like, I would never imagine that I would spend so much money for one sandwich. And of course, now I already adjusted this. And I'm already thinking this in dollars when I'm buying something. But when I'm counting, it is different story. But yes, first time I was shocked, and I was. Now I think that it is okay. It is okay. It is not a problem. But yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
You're right. Yes.
Yeah, now you count in dollars and
Yeah, I mean, yes, because you see dollars. You don't see here Russian how's called ценник, price. Yeah.
price tag.
Yeah, price tag. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Guys, ask the questions. Yeah, by the way, maybe I can say my experience of working in Russia. Like,
Yeah, it would be nice because for me it is interesting where you worked all your life. I mean, like you worked somewhere. Actually, where did you work?
I don't even have this book, working book. How it's
What
called?
the hell?
How it's called? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Like книжка,
Labor
что-то, книжка.
книжка, рабочая книжка.
Yeah, yeah, where you have like your places of
You're rich
work.
guy. You can afford to not have such book.
Yeah, even when I went to Sochi to work as hotel animator, there was
It
like
was
some
just
Egyptians bosses, and they asked me, "Oh, you don't have it?" I was like 23 years old. Like I said, "No, I don't have it," and I still don't have it. Yes, it's
God.
crazy. But because I worked, on these part-time jobs mostly, like promotion
Yes, makes
jobs.
sense.
I'm
It
handsome, you see, so I can sell like.
I see you love yourself. It is good. It is
Yeah,
good.
so like even like the thumbnail I did, that you
Yeah.
earn like $10. No, I took it from my mind, but $4 I just counted. I remembered how much would I earn those times, so maybe
Um.
250 rubles
mhm.
an hour, something like that. And those times, like dollar was maybe 60 rubles, something like that. So I
Yeah,
thought,
it was
okay,
the price. Yeah.
maybe it's $4. But usually people get less money. But on these promotional jobs, I could work less hours but get more money. and also maybe no, I didn't do it, but some
That's
people
what I want to do.
stole the products. For example, you
Yeah.
promote some capitalist drinks like I don't know Coca Cola. You
Hmm.
drink, and many people just steal half of it. So I didn't do
Uh,
it, but yes, but many people did in Russia. So
some people doing this because of desperation, not because they like bad people, but because just it is here, like in you can reach this. And number one, like because you can use this at home. Because why to buy for
oh,
yourself?
Wildcat, yes, Sergey was promoting Russia made a fortune from stealing and selling Krypton. I still Wildcat. I didn't do it, but I saw people who did it. But Alex, there is a difference. For example, when you took something like just like for you a little bit and to give maybe to family, but I
Yes,
saw
it is
like
a huge thing.
people who steal like I don't know 2/3 or like 3/4 of all of it, and
Yeah,
it's
it
just
is.
already it's like that's why these people when they get into power, for example, they will steal from the people.
Yeah, it is
This okay.
disrespectful.
There should be some limit, like I don't know.
Yeah, of course it is. It should be some limits. I know that thing. For example, I actually have interesting story for you. I'm sorry, you was talking about your job, but I want to add to this job. We started to talk about stealing. We had one situation now, subway, and
Mhm.
one person stole money there,
Oh wow.
and it was like, gosh, like I was shocked because I was not understanding how, I mean, like how it's possible. I know that it is possible, but still everywhere so many cameras,
Primers.
why you would do this? And we had such situation.
But
Yeah, no
did they
names,
catch him?
no. Yeah,
Did they catch him?
of course, yes.
Mm.
Everywhere, cameras, easy to catch. I don't know why people think. And the same situation. Now I remembered. We had one guy in subway
Mhm.
in Russia. It's happened. Now I remember. It's only now. Why I didn't remember this before? We had one guy. He was extremely handsome. He was extremely like like model, and you would
Mm.
never think that he would do this. Like he was
Ah,
so polite. He was so like people would think, oh, like he's so good. He's like
like
worth of
gentleman,
our.
something
Yeah,
like.
he will not betray you. He will be only good in your eyes and the eyes of others.
Mhm.
But he stole money, and we like shocked. We were shocked because we had camera on the top of how say cashier place, and
Yeah.
we saw like he was just do this. I'm like, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they fire him or?
Of course, yes, he was fired. Yes, immediately because it is like it is crazy thing. Yeah.
Oh, John Knox asks, do you both want to go back to Russia when the what is over, or is there somewhere else you would like to live and work?
Is
I
it
don't
question
know.
to you?
No, to both of us. Do you
It is
want to go
question.
back to Russia? Like, do you miss Russia sometimes or something like that?
Missing and wanting to back, I feel it is different. Yes, maybe I'm missing something. I'm
Mm-hmm.
missing some food. I'm missing some friends. I'm missing streets and stuff like this. But wanting to back because I already have goals in life here. I do not think that my life is short by itself, and like here there
Mm-hmm.
you cannot build your life. I do not have anything in my life right now. I do not have my home, like I need to build my life from the scratch, and that's why I
Mm-hmm.
do not see right now going back. It is no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, maybe you're already kind of like a suspicious person because you lived in America, like got some for Russian government.
Probably
I mean,
people will look at me suspiciously, like, "Oh, he will eat it."
spy,
And plus,
something.
additionally, not about this, I already do not think that for me it is good already. Like, I think about education. It is a
It
huge
was
plan for
future.
years. I'm thinking about I want to have my home here, stuff like this. That's I already have set goals for myself, and plus, Russia can be dangerous for many minorities, and plus I like to talk. Sometimes I
Mhm.
can say things which people do not like, and that's why it is already dangerous by itself. And because of this reason, I do not see myself as dangerous in many ways. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Russia last time, like, well, all the time I was in Russia because I was going back and forth, like,
Yeah.
So I noticed people just are quiet. They don't discuss anything. You
Yeah,
know,
people
people
afraid of.
afraid maybe
Yeah.
to say, even those who support everything, they're
Yeah.
still afraid because you need to support properly. So in usual life, it doesn't matter city or small town, like everywhere I was, people just like, yeah, ignore all of like this, like
Yeah.
nothing is happening. But they think about it, but maybe only with close friends, which like they discuss it, like something like
Now I
that.
think that because I was in protests in Russia like several times, like in
Mhm.
Moscow, in Vladivostok, and Khabarovsk, and every time I think that it is. I know what you're talking about. Now protests they're not allowed in Russia. It is
Mhm.
dangerous to go to. But yeah, it is crazy, crazy thing.
Mhm.
Gosh, what we are talking about? Yes.
Yeah, guys, ask some questions. Let me find some questions.
There are a lot of I see.
Yeah, maybe you
Oh,
can
then
stop.
give here. Wow.
uh, yeah,
Hello.
then give
Hello,
kind of
then. I
disappeared
didn't
from
see
YouTube.
you. Wow. Do you
John
know?
Knox says, huh?
Do you know Zangief is doing videos or not? He stopped doing videos?
uh, haven't seen. Maybe he can say where he is. He is.
Ah.
John Knox says, does Sergey really believe he is handsome? Does he need new glasses? Well, like, my mom says I'm handsome. I don't know.
I just, I think you're telling truth. It is
Ah,
important to love yourself.
yeah.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
by the way, Alex, Mr. D asked some interesting question about the American culture. Like, if you learned this fake smile, fake nice customer service, like, it's American politeness, but in Russia people call it like fake. But maybe it's fake a little bit, yeah. But this stuff like, hello, sir, how you doing? Like, welcome. Like, what did you learn it
Um,
in?
did I
I
learn
don't-
to have face, how's it called, fake smile? To do fake
Yeah,
smile?
yeah.
And I think that I do not like to stereotype society, generation, and
Yeah,
people.
you
Um,
smile more than average Russian, I mean, but
I was smiling before, like it
yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of my style, not style, just if you're smiling, you're smiling. If you're not, you're not. So why to fake? But I want to tell you one interesting thing. I have in front of me, do I have this or not? Mask. Usually I have mask and okay, I will show this on scarf.
You sleep, you mean
Like
sleeping mask?
no, no, not sleeping mask,
Mm.
but mask which covering your mouth. Yes.
Ah,
And for example, you when you're working, you working with people should see like in my eyes. I see this. You need to smile people because of politeness, and you want to give them good services.
mm.
But eventually, I'm tired of smiling, and as a result, and plus. I started to wear masks to cover my face because
You
I
mean
cannot.
like this COVID masks and stuff?
Yeah, COVID masks. Yes,
Well,
I
let's
cannot
not
always
pronounce it. I don't
smile.
know if YouTube still don't like this, but yeah, this medical
Yes,
mask, medical.
medical mask. Yes, I do not um, uh, like to because on my face you can see when I'm tired. On my face you can
Uh,
see that, and they like. yeah, it is a human being. As a result, I started to use masks for shielding my face, for protecting my, I don't know, privacy somehow, because sometimes I'm just tired and on my
Mhm.
face you can see poker face that I just do not have energy. I'm just tired, that's all. That's why
Yeah,
I use mask.
but
And
I
also I'm
understand.
working with food. Yeah,
Yeah, I
addiction.
understand
Yeah.
you. This is like really hard job, also because you have to stand for like so many hours.
Oh gosh,
You
it
know,
is
sometimes
difficult.
it's like this, how it's called, heels, like this part, like
Yes.
this
Yeah.
starts hurting like crazy because it's not like in humans nature, you know, to stand. Like, you know, in Russia sometimes people work in this like jobs like
Yeah.
for 12 hours or even more, like
I don't
even,
know how people doing this.
yeah,
One,
even
I
though
had
it's,
shifts like these 12 hours
huh?
couple times. I
Yeah, but
had
in
it
Russia,
couple times, but yeah,
yeah, as I know, it's like not allowed by the law to work 12 hours
yeah,
in a row, but still people work, like
yes,
these cooks on the kitchen or
yeah,
like in stores. And yeah, I worked few times like that in this promotional stuff, like on Samsung, for example, for
yeah.
Samsung. And yeah, it's just like, I think it's bad for legs, like, you know, varicose. I have
So
varicose.
healthy, yeah, it is
Yeah, because
terrible.
it's not in human nature. It's maybe better even like to work physically, like to move, you know, but not stand in
Yeah,
one position or like,
yes.
yes, because no
It,
humans, they like hunted, they ran, you know,
let's go take
and
this
then see.
tiger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I completely agree with you. And actually, I feel that worker as a worker, you're less protected, of course, in Russia in many ways
Mm,
because they can give you hours, or like I don't know, you need to work much more hours and it is kind of difficult because I was working also as a sailor, and in many ways if you're working as sailor, shifts can be different. Sometimes shift in fish factory,
mm,
let's say like this fish factory on Sakhalin or islands, or in forest of Russia close to Nakhodka city you can find. There you can find different factories. In the city Ariol, you can find fish factories. Anyway, I know a lot of people, and I was working there by myself. That it is difficult. Hours can be like 12 hours. Sometimes people work even 16 hours because fish is going on, and you need to froze this fish for while it is fresh because it can spoil,
yeah.
because they caught if you're seller in sea, it is a difficult job. That's why they have different salary. But yes, it is. I can understand. Yeah, difficult.
Hmm. Yeah, but what I wanted to ask, I forgot. Maybe you can also ask me something, you know,
I
to help me.
yeah, I think that for me, you didn't tell where you was working eventually. You was working in promotion, but where else?
Ah, nowhere, only this I did. You know, I
What the
started like,
hell? I'm jealous.
well, I started to like in student years, you know, and just
Yeah,
you kind of build these connections
yeah,
and you find this like, then they call you, you know, okay, maybe
yeah.
you want this job or that. And it wasn't that, how to say, because, no, yeah, it's kind of, you work less hours, you know, but get more kind of in,
Hmm.
because in
Yeah,
Russia, by the
that's
way, we don't have usually payment in hours. Yeah, like in Subway, did you work for the
4 hour,
hours?
4 hour.
For
No,
hours, yeah.
no, no. It is not 4 hours. It is how it was counting. Gosh, I don't
For
remember
like,
per hour. We were counting per hour
yeah,
probably.
maybe McDonald's, like these
Yeah, yeah.
places
It
in
was per
hours,
hour.
but
Yeah,
you usually, as I know, in America they count this by hours job, like
yeah.
something by hour. But in Russia, if
Mhm.
you go to some job like sailor, yeah, maybe it's not by hours.
A sailor that was per month.
Yeah,
They
per
have
month.
this formula counting. They have aklat. Aklat, it
Yeah.
is a salary which is guaranteed to you, and
Uh,
other parts they can pay to you by cash. Actually, it is like in envelope
uh,
underneath. It is, and also without taxation, and in dollars. By the way, it was
uh,
10 years ago. Right now, I don't know what currency they use, probably Russian rubles. But
wow, it's still
yes,
happening. Wow.
yeah, it's still happening in majority because majority of companies they kind of international fishery companies. They working in at least where in forest of Russia, like in Japan Sea, Nakhotska Sea. I have some friends. They still working. I, I'm in touch with them, and yeah, I feel that they receiving in dollars underneath.
Okay, let's not give up the secrets.
But it is, I'm not talking about names. It is impossible
Yeah,
to.
yeah,
I have
yeah.
many people with whom I was, yeah.
Yeah. But in America, it's the same. I think by some no many people work like for cash. Yeah, like this
I don't know.
immigrants.
Yes, people probably working for cash. They have this checking check. Can receive
Uh,
checks maybe, and to receive by check.
yeah, I mean they work kinda illegally.
Illegally, it is a story
Uh,
which I don't know because I never was illegal, and I'm liking this way. But I was watching on YouTube, like you probably saw and watched videos that people working for different price by cash. You can find, of course, probably. Yeah.
uh, well, the question is to ask you: Did you uh, wait? Where is it? Did you made good friends from USA already, or only immigrant?
I do not have so many friends because I'm working and, and like um, I believe that strong, better friends usually you finding when you go to universities, to the job. When you in university, you usually build better connections because you have tasks together, and usually these friends for your life. And the best
Mhm.
friends I feel that I will find in future. Actually, in subway, difficult to find friends because people speak on Spain using Spanish, different
Mhm.
cultures, and we just different. It's impossible, just I feel, to find like friends, best friends, besties.
Yeah,
Just
especially if
yeah,
like the majority speaks in one
yeah.
language, but yeah,
I'm only
it's always like that.
yeah. I'm just out of space. There, I'm like
Yeah, like
in many
white
ways.
crow, like белая
Yeah,
ворона, we
yeah.
say in Russian. Yeah, by the way, with me it was the same. I was in America for 3 months, but I didn't really make any American friends. Because I studied in English school, so I made mostly friends from another countries. But when I travel the world, I meet some Americans and I made good friends. Like I met some American like guy in Korea, which I'm
Yeah.
kind of friend with because we are in the same situation. We are both traveling, for example, or both like I was in China. Yeah, by the way, in
Mhm.
China I was working as an actor. You know this?
Yeah, I
How
know
to say?
modeling and yes.
Yeah, you do it too?
No, I never did this, but I know people who did this. I was in China. I was going to China. There's such a word, I don't know how to translate. Помогайка. When you do not need
Uh,
to pay, it is like
Helper.
helper. Um, you just because you do not have money. Помогайка it is those people who is going to China without visa. They don't need to pay, but like you need to take from China to Russia 40
Uh,
kilograms of clothes, for example.
mm,
Такие big
yeah, yeah.
баулы такие клетчатые. I
Да,
don't
да,
know
да.
how to explain. And you're taking these clothes from China.
But
It was cheap price. Even
but
they can pay
why
that.
didn't you need visa? Because you are from the Far East, something like that.
I don't remember that we did visa. It was those period of time. I mean, I don't
Yeah, I
remember.
heard something like that. That if you are like from Far East, you can go
I
to
was born there.
some border regions of China, maybe for some without visa.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we just we had just stamps, like how's it called,
Oh,
passport, foreign
oh,
passport.
I see, I see, I
And
see.
they actually in border, like people just speaking Chinese and Russian. Like, it is fun
Oh,
situation.
yeah.
You can find that. I don't
Привет,
know.
привет, как дела?
Yeah, something like this. Очки надо?
Очки надо.
Yeah.
Так.
And
Well,
again, it is not a racist comments. I want to tell this. It is just a cultural thing in many ways. I do not see on these jokes as racist. If some people would say something, no way.
which jokes? Which,
It's just yeah,
очки надо?
yeah.
Wait, okay. Yeah. They have to pay over. He said it was only comrade model. Yes, was my secret job. Only comrades. Aleks is nature, happy and smiley. Sergey is the Russian David Beckham. Thank you, Wildcat. Так.
Yeah. I think that wait, I'm trying to see who we have here, and we have 59 people. Gosh, it is stable. Looks like it is stable.
Yeah,
I like this.
stable. But could be more likes though, I think 66 likes could be more, I think. Don't you think so?
Yes, I think it would be nice if you will support uh, our live stream. Your likes will encourage us. Your questions will encourage us, and your comments, of course, will encourage us to do better job.
Yeah, guys, and check Aleks' channel. Lisa Marshall just posted his channel, My English World. Check his channel out, subscribe. We will check how many subscribe to the Alex. So, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh,
And
by the way, Alex, how do you deal with heat there? Because you are from like the cold place, Did you get used to it?
in many ways, first year it was difficult, of course, and every summer is difficult. It is not something experience which you like went through one times and the other times will be good for you. It will be easy. Every time, every summer is difficult because it can be humid, it can be quite hot. And again, I do not have car. I'm using the majority of the time bike. As a result, I need to cover my head by using hats. And always you need to have sunscreen. You need to have water, stuff like this. It is always necessary. Of course, I will never used to this, especially summer. Right now, weather is amazing, the best weather ever because it is fall, it is fresh air, it is a little bit, yeah, that's what I love. But it is not so cold or hot. It is like it's supposed to be. But during summer, you will never get so used to it. I mean, like, it will always be challenging for me at least.
How hot does it become? Because they
Uh,
use this Fahrenheit. Yeah, I'm still not.
yes, it can be like 110. It can be more than 100 for sure. And it is extremely hot. Yes, it is a lot. 110, maybe 40 plus 45. I don't know. Like this, 40 for sure it
Oh
can be.
my god!
But
Wow, Janice.
not 45, but still.
Yeah, Janice, thank you very much for encouragement. Encouragement. Yeah, encouragement это типа как там, блядь, ты
For inspiring us.
вдохновление, типа, да?
Yes.
For encouragement. Wow, Janice, thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you.
You get this encouragement, capitalist encouragement in Belarus.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, так.
Alex have many shady income streams. Nice. What does it mean, shady income streams?
Типа ну, shady знаешь, да, что такое? Ну,
Shady
типа
is like
темные,
доход.
да, доходы, денежные
No,
потоки.
they're not shady. You're paying taxes. From YouTube is paying taxes. Come on.
Uh,
There is nothing is shady. Let's be honest. YouTube taking on
no,
percent.
he means not YouTube, but in general shady streams of money, you know, not live streams, but потоки денежные.
Oh,
Типа,
if I would have this, I would. I'm sorry for myself.
yeah, yeah.
Where's this money? Oh my gosh. Yo, about high opinion about me, Mr. Z.
We are
I
not
would
all
love
the
to have
Russian
this money,
mafia.
but oh my gosh.
I
But
bought
yeah,
Alex a book about the word. Okay, Sam, we can't read it, you know, but thank you for the donation. I mean, very much. But yeah, we can't like discuss such things on
yes,
YouTube.
thank you. Thank you, yes, for your
Yeah,
support.
yeah,
I will.
yeah. But Alex, did you have any experience with mafia or something like that? Meeting mafia in Russia or in America?
Um, how to say? What do you mean mafia? I didn't. I never saw people with guns who is like
Uh,
pointing at me like, "Where's my drugs?" I don't
yeah.
know. Sorry for this word. Anyway, I do not have this. Why would have, and I never was crossing. I was having experience with pet people, for
Mm.
sure. You can find them everywhere. But I wanted to say only a couple words about health insurance. Maybe for you it will be interesting
Yes,
because
someone asked somewhere.
yeah,
Yeah, this question. Yeah,
because it is a good topic because when you're working
yeah.
in subway in Russia, you don't care about health insurance. And
Mhm.
do you have this? What kind of health insurance do you have now? Spassky Varota, like Spassky's gates,
You mean the general one,
medical
government one,
points.
like?
You have like in
Uh,
Russia, it is like
no,
medical
we
points.
have. I don't remember which company we have now, but
Yeah,
usually it's like one, two companies, like in the
yeah. So
top.
they're basically the same.
I
I
remember now, but I don't know. I'm afraid to say too much privacy.
I think that it
Yeah,
is
yeah, the
just
whole
name of
city
company.
uses it. It's called Max M, as I remember, but I've
Actually,
never
yeah,
used it.
it's
I
just
mean,
yeah.
yeah, before it
Anyway,
was this paper, but now it's in
yeah.
electronic way.
Oh,
Yeah,
seriously?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Well,
Yes,
I'm from
before I
St.
remember I had
Petersburg.
this.
You know, we are a bit farther than far. We are a bit more advanced than the Far East, but Far East
You're
is
cool,
also good.
guys. You're cool. Because
Yeah, I'm
in Far
kidding. I'm
Russia, a lot of
kidding.
things. Yeah. But no, it's seriously, without any kidding, a lot of things goes to Far East of Russia quite late. Even like
Mm.
old Moscow buses, they give to Far East of
Uh,
Russia, and they're using trams, old buses,
But
and
you know, with St. Petersburg, it's less, but it's kind of the same. Do you know this car sharing cars? Yeah.
yeah, so they do
So
not
car
have this
sharing,
much.
they
Yeah.
used to give to St. Petersburg three. So they buy car sharing cars, some company. They drive it. They use it in Moscow for 3 years, and then they send it to St. Petersburg or other
Mhm.
provinces. But in Moscow, it should be the newest cars, you know.
Yeah.
So in these cars were very bad after 3 years driving. You know, car sharing it's like it's used all the time. So some companies did it. But yeah, imagine. But by the way, you know, I was in Khabarovsk, Vladivostok. I kind of like Vladivostok more a little bit.
Because
But
it is better city than Khabarovsk, let's be honest.
maybe yeah. And but still, you know, even though maybe there are some problems in the Far East, I think some cities in the middle of Russia maybe have even more problems than like Far East. I don't know, because
Mm,
I don't even know about problems. You know what I mean? I mean, I felt more not about problems or development. I felt more.
atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like in
Yeah.
Vladivostok, I felt like almost like in St.
More
Petersburg.
rhyme, more life. It is more vibrant city. It
Yeah,
is more.
yeah,
It has more youth there. It is, yeah, in many
yeah.
ways.
More many
Local,
students I saw there.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Vladivostok
So,
more chilly city than Khabarovsk because of Japan Sea. Other cities which are in the middle of Russia,
mhm,
they looks a little bit sad by
mm,
picture how they looks like.
yeah,
It's in depression because of old cars. It looks terrible, ugly, even ugly because old trams and old infrastructure. But
mhm,
Vladivostok in this way, it is sunny city by itself. The
yeah,
most one of the sunniest city in Russia. That's why it is
mhm,
like this. But I completely agree with you. Vladivostok more vibrant, more like alive in many
mm.
ways. When you go to the um, to walk during the evening, you can see on the like shore and embankments, you can see people there like
Yeah, yeah.
you,
Many youth
yeah,
chill
using
there. Yeah,
hookah and like on looking for sunset. That's about Vladivostok.
mm,
In Khabarovsk, they do this, but it is not. It is not so common. Like it
yeah,
there in Vladivostok, it is. You must to do this because
yeah.
it is the way how they do this to eat shaverma, shawarma, or stuff like this.
Do you call
Uh,
it shawarma there? Yeah.
Actually, the popular bilash. It is with milkies. Maybe you saw some videos from Usachev, Russian YouTuber. He was
Беляш, I've heard. I know it's like some пирожок типа.
yes.
But shawarma, it's only in St. Petersburg we call it shawarma maybe.
Yeah, they call this both ways, I believe, right now. Like it depends.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, Laila, thank you very much. 500 Filipino pesos. Amazing. By
Wow.
the way, have you met any Filipinos? Ah, Alex, do you have this fast food chain called Jollibee? Jollibee, do you know this fast food?
Never heard.
Jollibee, Jollibee, Jollibee.
Maybe
It's
there you can find for sure, but I never heard actually.
it's Filipino food chain, like fast food chain.
I have no clue. Maybe
Mm,
you can find, but I never was there. Actually, here in Texas, you can find own webs, nets, like competition in marketing in fast food
mhm,
industry quite huge, and eventually you can find a lot of like stores and fast food restaurants which like puppies. I never heard about puppies. Five Guys, Whataburger. I never heard about these fast food chains. Never. And here they exist and thrive.
mhm. By
Yes.
the way, Alex, I missed some donation from Alexi. He's from Finland, and he asks you how much Finnish DNA did Alex get on DNA test?
That was like close to 25%
Uh,
DNA Finnish. I'm crazy to say, but I'm quarter of Finnish guy.
uh. But
25%.
I think we even talked about it, or maybe I saw your videos that kinda, even though you was born in the Far East, yeah, your roots
Yes.
comes from somewhere different
Yes.
area.
Because when there was war, World War II, my grandparents parents like there was evacuation.
Uh,
Many people were transferred or evacuated by themselves to far east of Russia,
mm,
and they did this. It was huge, maybe one of the biggest challenges for those period of time for
mm,
people. Huge immigration was to far east of
mhm,
Russia, and a lot of Ukrainians actually were through there too. So it's
Yeah, in
different
the Far
nationalities.
East, like it's
Yeah.
lots of kind of people with Ukrainian roots.
Yes. Yes. At the end of the
They
day,
now they speak Russian, but yes,
yes, yeah. But what can I say? That my family was one of them. They were emigrating during World War II, and I have some cemetery with my relatives close to Lake Baikal. It is,
uh,
yeah, and they have their relatives because my grandmother, she had sister, and they were living in Baikal. They were living in Primorsky region. Some just went a little bit further, and they have in Sakhalin, of course, relatives. Yeah,
wow.
it's
But
like
do you know what region they were originally from? Like,
um, actually, I believe it was my grandmother was born in city Pskov, if I'm not or maybe they
uh,
something city Pskov. It is the middle.
Kov
Of,
close to St. Petersburg, so it's like
yeah,
Baltic, Finnish people, kind of
yeah,
all mixed. So St.
yeah,
Petersburg before it was kind of Finnish tribes living there,
yeah.
and Pskov
That's
is
why it
kind of
makes
close.
sense. Yeah,
Huh?
that's
So
why
that's why you
everything
have
makes sense.
Finnish roots.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, kind of Finnish, Ugric, maybe. I think
yeah,
maybe I'll make DNA test too. I guess I might have some Finnish roots too, because this
yeah.
is like no, Russia is very big, and Russians like still it's all mixed, kind of.
Yeah, it is true. It is true completely. Sometimes you will be surprised when you
Yeah.
because when
For
you will
example, I am 1/8 Armenian, but you can't
what the
say
hell.
it. Yeah, yeah. You
I'm
can if you look
three,
at me.
I'm
Huh?
3% Mongolian.
Wait, I'm 1/8. It's how many percent? It's like
It's like,
12 and half. 12,
yeah,
12.5% Armenian, but you can't see it like on me in me.
yeah.
Yeah,
But maybe you can do use like create a Armenian accent.
yeah. Maybe I can do a little
Yeah,
bit. Polish or deported. No, okay, guys, let's maybe Alex do live stream for another like maybe 10 minutes,
yeah,
yeah, and finish then, guys. So you can ask like some maybe last questions.
yeah.
Uh,
It would be cool.
yes.
Hello to last one. Hello to Thomas Lee. Hard to you. Thank you for your messages. I see that. Yeah,
Wow, I see last one. You know that he is changing names. Yeah, I see.
yes, yeah,
Wow, I didn't even recognize it first that it's last one, but then I remembered his Thomas Lee. Hello, General Lee. Have you gained weight since in Texas, by the way? Yeah.
actually, about weight, what I did at first, I gained weight,
Hmm.
but now working in Subway, I lost 5 kilograms. It is approximately 11 pounds because
Mm,
it is stressful job, it is
yeah.
difficult job, and I noticed only now that I did weighting. For yesterday, I did this. Biometric for green card meeting, and anyway I lost
Wow, do
five
they
kil-
weight you when for the green cards? They check your weight?
I mean, they have this form. I did this for myself. For me it was interesting. You need to put your weight, color, how you look, eyes,
Maybe if you make crime,
height.
so they can find you, like this picture, wanted. By
Thank
the
god I
way,
didn't
but
have.
in Subway, do they feed you this food for free, like meals?
They changed rules. They changed rules when I arrived. You in Russia, I was eating always for free as much as I wanted.
Mm,
Here, it is like you need to pay and plus 50% discount. At first,
uh,
I was taken for free, but then they changed these rules maybe 1 month ago. I was shocked by this. Actually, like, yeah, you must pay 50%. It was like, gosh, I'm doing sandwich for myself. Who will pay for my services to me? It's
Uh,
like,
you see, guys, the evil capitalism, like how it works.
I think it is quite spread thing that they pay. You must pay, but it depends. I know in gas station quite often working Indian guys in
Mhm.
gas station in Texas at least, and they eat everything what they want in gas station. You can take water and
Mhm.
whatever, and they wow. I think it is cool. Wow, we have beeping sound. Somebody is
I understand. It's my stabilizer stopped working. You see, just
ah.
because I put the charger and it's kinda I moved it.
I have the
Yeah,
same
it's not
stabilizer.
the you have the same Jiun.
Yeah,
Jiun.
I need to.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
do you
yeah,
have big phone? Does it work with big phones?
it works. But I need to. I have iPhone. Actually, I need a new phone because my extremely is glitching, and it is quite wide. I'm not using a case in when I need to use this stabilizer. I need to read off
But do you
case.
have Max version phone or simple?
Max, I think yes, Pro. It was
Uh,
2014. I bought
yeah.
2 years ago. Yes, but it
No,
is
it's big iPhone. Big iPhone, you mean?
yes, big. It is big.
So it still works with this because I'm thinking to buy maybe later bigger phone. So, but I wasn't sure if it will work
Yeah,
with
you
it.
can look characteristics and you can yeah how wide it is. But yeah, in my situation it is working, and I just read off from case. Yes, it is true.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay. So, Mr. D sent another donation. You
Wow.
lost weight like Jared of Subway, eating it every day.
Who is
Jared of
Jared?
Subway. Well, you see, we need to learn this North American culture. Maybe many people know who it is, but it's like maybe if they would ask us like some famous Russian actor or something,
Yes,
like. But yeah, Jared of Subway. Who is it?
I have no clue. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Jared of Subway. Thank you to you. Yeah.
He says, Mr. D says, how you don't know Jared? You work for him. So maybe it's the owner of Subway.
I never met him. He and plus, you need to understand that if you're working in Subway, doesn't mean that because it is franchise actually,
Yeah.
and of course, you can open your own Subway, and you will not have connection with him itself. Yes, but you're right. Maybe I need to be more cautious about where I'm working and for whom I'm working. You're right about this.
Wow, there's some Jared Fogel. He was Subway restaurant and was arrested. Okay, you will read about him.
He went to
Yeah,
jail
it's not the
actually.
compliment. He was arrested for some adult stuff crimes, like
Oh my gosh.
something like that. I just
That's
afraid to pronounce it.
your truly high opinion about me.
Uh,
Thank you from bottom of my heart. Oh my gosh.
wow, you see people write in the comments, I just don't want to read it
Yes, I think
loud
that
on YouTube because on YouTube,
better do not read.
yeah, YouTube kind of has changed a lot through like the last 10 years. Like my live streams got banned on this channel
Wow.
like maybe few two weeks ago or something
Oh
because
wow.
this place where you can like for fun just like to I love
Strike, they call this.
yeah, like
And
so I did it and it got banned for like 2 days.
Ah, wow, I didn't know. These days, because I kind of working a lot, I do not have time to do live streams, and I see there many features appeared also. Like your audio can be translated on different AI,
Mm.
intellect, artificial
Yes,
intelligence,
yes.
and translate automatically your voice audio on Spanish, on I don't know, Portuguese, and other several European languages. Yeah, it is kind of
Yeah, and that
interesting.
will even sound the same, like same
Yes,
accent, same pronunciation, same like intonation. Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
think it is cool thing. It's not available probably in all countries. It is like
yeah.
they have this testing period, something like that. But
Tasty
because I
period. Tasty
like
period. No, I'm.
yes, I got it. Tasting. I yes, that's what you noticed. You noticed that I do mistakes and I'm mispronouncing some words.
No,
Yes.
now I didn't make
Ah,
a. No, I just heard something similar. That
yeah,
yeah, and now I don't hear because when we had a live stream like 2.5 years ago, yeah, or how many 1.5 years ago,
yeah.
almost 2 years maybe ago.
Gosh,
So
time
yeah,
flies.
I remember you made quite a lot of mistakes, especially this mistake, like you was saying what instead of that.
I
Like
do this too now. I
yes,
think that
today
I
I
do.
haven't heard. Today I haven't heard
Maybe it is a
any.
matter of time.
Yeah, but that time you told like, and I know. Well, yeah, but you did this. But now I didn't hear any mistakes from you. I don't know.
Actually, I'm noticing I do mistakes with articles, and the, and
No.
I'm just missing them. And sometimes because you're talking fast, people do not notice this. But I'm feeling this, how to say, lack of this
Uh,
article.
yeah, sometimes I also don't understand which articles to use there, A, N, or something like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Mikel here. Many subways here, but full of graffiti and urine. Wow. By the way, it's kind of interesting. How is subways in America, in Texas? Like, are they clean? Like in general, or not only subways, because you work there. You know, you maybe
Yes.
by the rules you can't say bad stuff. But for example, McDonald's or some fast food. Because when I was in New York, I wasn't kind of impressed. You know, because it was kind of some people
Yeah.
sleep inside. Like,
It
yeah.
is a difference in cultural difference. Of course, that's what I'm talking about. In Russia, I used to think about fast food chains that you young people usually sitting there. As a
Yeah,
result, it
yeah.
is more atmosphere is different, and you can sometimes. I remember even young guys they were playing on guitar there,
Uh,
and we were like, okay, just to play and we will enjoy your music. And they were singing there. Um, Here it is different because it is way approach is different. It is for businesses. First, it is of course for business and like you're buying, you're eating if
mhm.
you want to eat here, but usually people living, and that's what is going on. It is, and as a result, of course, I cannot say like generally it is. Yeah, it depends from location. It depends from
Uh,
owner. It depends from city itself, or like yeah, it depends. I believe it a lot depends from owner, or owners, or managements, because managers they look at this as business, not like yeah. That's why, and then they want to make money. They yeah, that's huge difference. I mean, like in Russia,
Alex.
they want to make money, but idea like little bit also different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let me ask you the last question for today,
Mhm.
but it's kind of interesting question. Maybe I can try respond for you, and then
Yeah.
you say what you think.
Okay.
So Mr. D asks, Wow, Mr. Lee helps with questions today a lot. So why Alex work in Subway? Is not more money to focus on YouTube live stream? So Alex, before you respond,
Mhm.
I just guess that it's just much more expensive everything in America. If Alex lived in Thailand, maybe he could survive like just doing live streams, or something. But I just remember the prices in America, So maybe you need to live stream just every day, and also while working, you still get some real life in America experience. You build your like something. Yeah, so you can do both, but maybe later. Yeah, live stream job just when you have more time, free time, maybe. Yeah. What do you say to this?
I completely agree with you. If I would live in Thailand, all these supports which are giving me people would be enough for me to survive and maybe to live well. Maybe I would eventually buy even a car, the cheapest one, of course, but I would maybe be able because our American audience quite generous. But for living here, even with what people giving me, providing me room, it is completely enough. I mean, like, it is not enough for me
Mm,
at all. I will. This work, of course, it is extremely low payments. I'm understanding this,
yeah.
and I by myself, or I'm repeating this, would not be able to live on this money. It is quite
Mhm.
low salary, but again, um, number one, I need money.
Yeah.
I just need
Everyone
money.
needs.
And I need to somehow to pay my bills at least somehow. And plus, I know that in future I will have education, I will have huge debts, and yes, in future I want to have my car. Of course, yeah, you're right. You're basically right. You said everything what
Mm.
I, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I just
basically
think
repeat it
I
after
I
you.
I, I just think I can add that I completely understand you that this like if I worked, with my mental state, like I wouldn't do any videos at all or live streams.
Yes, so that's
But still, I think maybe I would how to say wish that you wouldn't forget about YouTube completely. Maybe at
yeah,
least once a week do some live stream or at least some short video maybe. I know
yeah.
it's hard,
It's
even
impossible. That's the tip.
mentally, yeah, but still okay, maybe not once a week, but at least like once 2 weeks, not to forget YouTube completely, like that's what I say.
In future, of course, I have plans when I will have stable incomes, and well, I will be able to. If I will find job where salary will be, when how you had more payments for per hour, like but less hours of working. If I will find
Yeah,
this kind of job,
yeah, yeah.
of course I will be happy. And in future, obviously, I would love just to concentrate only on YouTube. Just
Mhm.
I needed to have money. That's
Yeah,
all.
but still maybe okay, at least once a month do some video or
Yeah,
live stream because
yeah,
it's just bad for YouTube algorithm,
yes.
they
I
will forget you about your channel. So at
yeah.
least not like because last live stream or video you did like I don't remember how long
A
ago.
lot, so 8 months, 1 year. That now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Pauli says Subway will be a decent reference on a resume if he wants a better job later. Real jobs will also help better than YouTube jobs when dealing with immigration as well, I think. Ah, by the way, yeah, maybe good point. That you are like
Yeah, it is.
kind of
Yeah, it is in this way. Regard of this, I'm actually working. I'm trying to. Yeah, maybe
like you are a
I
good
didn't think
immigrant,
about
kinda.
immigration part,
Good
but
immigrant, kinda, yeah, like.
yeah, I didn't think
Uh-huh.
about this part. I went there because I needed the money, but eventually it is a good point because I was. For green cards, there was application. My lawyers, thanks to them, they helped me to apply everything, and I was showing that I'm working in Subway. Yes, it's happened recently. Yes, yeah, it
Uh-huh.
is true. Yeah,
No, yeah. No, okay, Alex, I think we can finish,
thank you.
yeah.
Yes,
We
thank
made
you a lot.
1 hour 18, 1 hour 20 minutes almost. Boy, 2 hours 20 minutes. Wow.
Yeah,
So,
and
but it
thank
was
you.
good
Can I
discussion.
say a couple of words that I'm grateful that you invited me to this channel. I think
No,
that all experience is important to have. It doesn't matter where you are living, in which country. And thank you a lot to subscribers, to your generous subscribers. And some of them I see from my English world, they're kind of common. I'm glad to see all of you. And
yeah, we
yes,
have shared subscribers, like,
yeah, it is cool.
yeah.
And thank you.
And now
Thank you.
maybe we'll have even more because you guys subscribe to Alex channel.
Yeah, it would
Check
be
his
nice.
channel out. Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
we can finish then. Yeah.
yeah. Yes, I'm wishing all maybe ahead Christmas, amazing Christmas day, and
Yeah.
to be happy. It doesn't matter what is going around you. Just try to smile. Try to, like some people, to do this fake smile. And yes, and be yourself. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, and push likes and yeah, write some
Oh,
comments. Maybe we'll make another live stream with Alex if
yeah.
you would like to write it in the comments under the live stream. And don't forget to push like. So, okay,
Yes.
guys, goodbye. Yeah, subscribe to Alex, push like. Yeah, I push the button, finishing.